What's up guys, Kwan602 here with another figure review, and today I bring for you a very special figure because the Naruto Shippuden figures are back in the Tamashii Nation SH Figaurts line, and I have for you right here, he who bears all hatred, Sasuke Uchiha, returning to the SH Figaurts line. Let's get into it. As always, guys, before we take a look at the figure, we're going to take a look at the packaging. So here's the packaging for the brand new Naruto Shippuden SH Figaurts line. It's very nice. You have the colorways for Sasuke, which is gray and purple. So you have the purple in the background, and then you have the gray here in the borders here. You have a picture of the figure here. I like the Japanese thick line work that they have around the silhouette of the figure. That's really cool. Then you have some Japanese writing that might say Sasuke. I'm not sure. I don't speak Japanese, but you have the Tamashii Nation quality sticker here. Sasuke Uchiha, he who bears all hatred. Down here, you have some unreadables in Japanese there. You have a Pirate sticker, Naruto Shippuden logo, the Tamashii Nation logo, the Bandai logo, and there at the top, you have SH Figaurts standard action series that uses the art style and technology of Tamashii Nation to pursue character expression through humanoid action. We see that on basically all of the SH Figaurts figures. They write that. Here we have it on the side here. I'm pretty sure that says probably says Sasuke Uchiha. You have another photo of the picture of the figure in the bottom there. Sasuke Uchiha, he who bears hatred. Another picture of the figure. In the back, you see different poses the figure can get in and some of his accessories. And then some unreadables, warning stuff at the bottom. And that is the packaging. Very nice. Let's get into the figure, though. Alright, here's the figure with everything comes with out of the package. Before we take a look at the accessories, take a look at the figure itself. And alright guys, here is the brand new Sasuke Uchiha. He who bears all hatred is what they're calling this figure, the full title for this figure. And it is the brand new version of the old Sasuke Uchiha figure. Now we know that from the past, SH Figaurts has made, I think, two Sasuke figures. The first one was, the original was the one with this specific outfit. It is the way he wears majority of the Shippuden, and also they made a, later on they made a another Sasuke with the attire he was wearing towards the beginning of the Shippuden, when it's kind of had like the gi top instead of the, you know, the collar. And I remember that figure being kind of cool, but I remember that first Sasuke being just a piece of crap, man, and not good. But now that they're redoing these guys, they're going to be better than ever. And this guy is no different. I never owned that original Sasuke, but I've seen reviews of it and I've seen pictures of the figure, and it kind of looked like a piece of crap, guys. I'm not going to be actually lie to you. So I'm happy that they came back and redid this guy, because for early on here, he looks pretty good. So let's take a look at him. So we're going to look at the aesthetics first. So let's start with that. So we're going to take a look at that head sculpt here. The first one that comes out of the package, and that looks like Sasuke. He's doing what Sasuke does. He's angry, he's brooding, he's, you know, it's capturing that pretty well. I think that this actual face is actually pretty good and pretty accurate to the character. It could be, maybe it's a little bit soft, but it is very definitely upgrade from the old figure. So that looks good. His hair also looks pretty good as well. Could have used some shading. I definitely want some shading in these figures, but seems like that's just something that SHF just isn't doing anymore. But the sculpt is there. It looks pretty nice as well. Come down, look at the actual shirt here with the collar. Very nice. You got nice silver zipper there for the shirt. Collar is sculpted very nicely. Very nice right there. I like the color of the shirt as well. You know, go to the back there. You have the Uchiha family crest there, or logo, or whatever you want to call it. It's there, and it is done very well, painted very well, and it is sculpted. I believe it is sculpted back there. It's not just painted on. That looks very nice and clean. You come down a little bit more. His arms look good as well. Got the little black bands right there with some wrinkle details in there. Come down to the little skirt piece here with the belt, which is probably my favorite part of the Shippuden Sasuke look here. Is this cool belt that he has. This nice, cool Goki like belt here for those Street Fighter fans. This is what it definitely reminds me of. And I always loved this, but I always thought that this was not translate well in figure form. And I never, like I said, I never owned the actual one, the actual original OG Shippuden Sasuke figure. But I heard this wasn't the greatest here, but it seemed like they definitely fixed this. We're going to talk about that during articulation, this whole skirt piece and everything. But it sculpted very well all the way around. So it's the skirt. It's cut into two different pieces here. It's a soft plastic. Like I said, we'll get to that in a second. But it looks pretty good as well. Come down to the legs here. They're sculpted right there with this just little sweatpants or whatever he's got here. They look good as well. They got dark purple kind of, or dark blue. And then you have the little black wraps on his legs here, and it goes on to his sandals, which are also sculpted at the bottom. So yeah, man, that's aesthetically, I think this guy looks very well. He stands very well. The silhouette of the body, everything is looking pretty good with this guy compared to the older figure. I really like the bulk of this guy. Let's get into articulation, shall we? Alright guys, so taking a look at articulation, let's start here at the head here. You have a double ball peg here at the head. And this piece of the hair is actually separate. It's actually connected to the neck and not the head. So I guess that helps it. So if you look, if I pin the head down, you can kind of see that this is connected to the head, to the neck, and not the actual like head. And you can look down about that much. You can look up pretty well, even with the sculpting of the collar and the hair. You can still look up, which is very nice. So there you have it, and then you get a little tilt here, and you can spin it 360. Oh, there's the ball pit. Well, you can try to. Actually, you can't really spin it 360 because of how the hair is. So now you can see how the hair is. So you can't really spin it 360 right there because of the hair, how they sculpted that. But that's fine though. Then you have a peg here at the bottom of the neck, which allows for him to tuck his neck like that. And like a lot of tilt and everything, so that's really good. So a lot of nice range there, even with the collar, so that's amazing. You have your butterfly joint here, which goes back about that much and goes up about that much, and then it's basically like a separate piece, so it's like a cup here. We've seen this with SH Figaurts before, and then also a double ball peg here that goes from the shoulder into the torso here, and you can spin that around like that, so they can go 360, and you can move that up, hinge it up about that much, and you can move that basically however you want to. So very nice range there. And then this sleeve here is actually a separate piece, so that's on its own swivel. So it swivels as well right here. But the true bicep swivel is actually here at the arm, which also swivels. So you have a swivel here, and you have a swivel here at the sleeve there. So that's interesting. Haven't really seen that before. You have your double jointed elbow. Gets you a little better than 90 there. You have your ball peg here in the wrist, which you can spin and hinge up and hinge down, down and up like that. Very nice range right there. You come back to the torso here. We have your ab crunch, which goes up about that much, goes down about that much, and goes up. Not really a lot actually. So it kind of hits the back, so he doesn't really go back much, but he goes down pretty well. And they made this piece right here, this bottom piece of the shirt, a separate piece, so it's a harder plastic, but it's just a floating piece really. It doesn't really do much. Maybe they did that to make it look more aesthetically pleasing. Not really sure why that is, but yeah, that's just a separate piece. It's a harder plastic there. And you come down to this, which is pretty cool. So let's get down to the little Goki little belt here. And this is it's on its own swivel, so you can swivel that all the way around how you want to. And also it has pegs here at the actual tie, so you can push it through like this, move that all the way around however you want to, as well as this piece as well, so this will never really get in your way, which is very nice. And then the little skirt piece here is a very soft plastic, so if you own let me think, the maybe Android 18 from the Dragon Ball Z line, it kind of reminds me of that. It's pretty soft, pliable plastic, and so it shouldn't really get in the way of any kind of posing, and it has a nice little split there, so you should be good. So Sasuke can do the splits like that. It's very nice, and he can see how far he can kick up with this. So he can kick up very. Oh, look at that kick! Look at that, kick up very nicely there, and this isn't hindering it at all, really. So that's basically your range right there, kicking up and going to the back. Oops, that just popped out, but you can see that now. But yeah, it pops up. Let me put that back in. It goes back pretty well too, so it goes back about that much. And then you have your swivel here and the leg, so there's your thigh swivel. Very nice. And your double jointed knee. So there you have that as well. And of course you have your ankle pivot, so it pivots that way and pivots that way, and it goes up about that much and goes down about that much. And of course you gotta have it, that toe articulation. Very nice. So there is your articulation scheme for the brand new Sasuke Uchiha line, Sasuke Uchiha figure from the SH Figaurts line. Let's get into accessories. Kicking off the accessories with the faceplates. So Sasuke comes with 4 faceplates, and it's the one that comes with him out of the package. And it's just a normal stern face. So this is just your normal brooding Sasuke face. It is very Sasuke, and it looks very good though. So you can see the detail there in the eye. You can see the little white glare there in the pupils. And yeah, just totally Sasuke. And here is the next faceplate. You can't have a Uchiha family member without the Sharingan. So here's the basic Sharingan here. And it's just another stern face, but with the Sharingan. He may be a little bit angrier here in this expression. A little focused. I like it. Alright, and the third faceplate is a more angry face. He's looks like he's about to go to battle, and he has the Mangekyo Sharingan here. So this is obviously Sasuke's version of the Mangekyo Sharingan, which is very clean. You can see the detail in that. It is how they were able to get that kind of detail into those eyes is crazy, but they did it, and it looks fantastic. And the fourth and final faceplate is probably my favorite, which is the Shouting face, where he has the Sharingan and Rinnegan combination eyes going on. That looks absolutely fantastic. Sasuke comes with 6 pairs of hands, including the fist that comes with around the package. So here are the fists. And here are a pair of more relaxed hands. And here are a pair of more action grabbing type of hands. Hold them and grab them. And here are a pair of very expressive action hands. I really like these. And here are a pair of sword wielding hands. So you can just stick the hilt of the sword or his sheath into these hands. And here are the last pair of hands, which I think are actually for holding, specifically for holding the sheath of this blade. Speaking of sheaths, Sasuke comes with 2 different versions of it. So here is the full version here. So let me put that hand down, which has the sheath, and the hilt of the blade of the sword there as well. So there's the, if you look there, right here, you can see the break there. That is where the actual hilt of the sword is, and this is the sheath. And this is just one solid piece. Like, the sword doesn't come out of this or anything. This is just how it looks. So if you want to have this look where he has the sword in the sheath, this is the one you will be using. And this one, on the other hand, is the one where it's just the sheath by itself. And it's just black, really. But it also comes with this part here, which here it's just for you to, if you want that look of Sasuke about to pull the blade out, you will just stick this in here. So let me see if we can line it up. So that's how that looks. It doesn't go all the way in. It's just basically just so you can have this look right there. And that looks pretty cool. So you can't actually put the blade into the sheath, but you get to have it. You have different looks for however you want to display Sasuke holding the sword in the sheath. So that's pretty cool. And here is the actual blade itself. So here's the full sword without the sheath, and it's nicely detailed, I guess. And not really a lot going on with his blade. Kind of have the black hilt, but it is a nice silver gunmetal silver to it. So I think that looks very nice. But yeah, there is the sword, and definitely happy to have this accessory, because you can't have the Shippuden Sasuke without a sword. So looks pretty good. In case you are wondering where the sheath even goes at, how do you connect that to Sasuke so he can have it whenever he needs to use it? Some imaginations have thought of that as well. So if you look in the back here near the rope, you can see that there is a little gap here between. So right there, you actually can take this piece out. So you unplug it. It's just pegged in, and you can place it with this piece, which has a little hoop for you to put the sheath in, and a plug, and you can plug that in like this. So I can do it on camera, please. Let's see. Boom. So yeah, and you can move it around however you want to, and that's how you will display that on Sasuke. Looks pretty good. And Sasuke's final accessory is this Chidori energy effect, which is pretty cool, and it has a little paint at the top right there. You can see that's white, and the detail on this is pretty cool. So the way that you put this on, you actually have to remove one of the hands, and then you just plug it in to his hand like that, and that's kind of how that looks. So that's how you display the Chidori, which is a very nice effect as well, right there. Would have loved to actually have a lightning effect for the blade too. That would have been pretty cool, or something like that, or just some other kind of jutsu energy effects for Sasuke, like the fire, or some kind of way to do the Aramatsu. That black flame attack. That would have been cool to have that as well. But you gotta have the Chidori, so I'm glad we will at least get this with this version. Maybe we'll see more Jutsu energy effects down the line with the next version of Sasuke. But for now, this will do, and it looks pretty cool. Alright, it's size comparison time. Time to compare Sasuke to other figures from other lines. Here he is beside SH Figaurts Race on Earth, Son Goku, and Figma's Todoroki. Here he is beside One Shot Toys Yusuke Urameshi, and Revoltech's Amazing Yamaguchi All Might. Here he is beside Marvel Legends 20th Anniversary Captain America, and Star Wars Black Series Boba Fett. Here he is beside Mezco's 112 Blade and Mafek's Hush Batman. Overall, the new SH Figaurts Sasuke Uchiha figure is a great figure, and definitely a upgrade from the old Sasuke figure that came out ages ago. And even though I've never handled that figure, I've seen people handle it, and I've seen photos of that figure, and this guy just looks 10 times better, that figure, in every single aspect. Aesthetics wise, he looks just like he hopped out of the manga or the anime. He has great articulation. One thing I was worried about was the articulation for the belt, or the rope belt, and the skirt, and that basically doesn't get in the way at all. There's no issue there. You were able to articulate this guy's lower body however you would like to, and get him into any kind of pose you can think of from the show and the manga. So there's no issues there. He comes with a good amount of accessories. Even though I would have liked more, I would have liked to see some flame accessories, some jutsu hands in general. That's one thing this figure does not come with, is the type of jutsu hands. It doesn't come with any of those, which I would have liked to see that. And Amaterasu flame effects, just some other things, but I can't complain. I'm pretty sure we're going to see that stuff down the line when they pull out, once they make some more Sasuke figures, what I'm sure will happen. If I'm a Naruto fan, if you are a Naruto fan, you're going to be very happy with this figure. He is very, very, very cool, and I think the future of the Naruto SH Figaurts line is bright now, man. I think the Mashi Nations definitely heard us out, heard fans of Naruto out, that people who want this line to be brought back from basically from the grave. They heard you guys, and they put a lot of effort into at least this figure. I haven't reviewed the Naruto figure yet, but that one looks great as well. But I think the future truly is bright for this line, with Sakura coming, and then we got Kakashi. I'm sure we're going to get some more figures down the line. Even rumors of the original Naruto, so the kid versions of these guys as well. I am looking forward to all that stuff, because I am a fan of Naruto. I'm a bigger fan of Dragon Ball and stuff like that, but I do like Naruto a lot, and I wanted some really great figures of these guys, and I just thought the original figures just weren't really up to par. I do own the first Naruto, and then the second run Naruto as well. But that was all I really got, because I just thought the figures just were, compared to the Dragon Ball figures, they just were not up to par. But I finally feel like they've done that, man. They've really put a lot of effort into these figures, and we got some good stuff coming down the pipeline, I think, from Tamashii Nations when it comes to Naruto. So Naruto fans, get ready, because you're going to get some great stuff coming your way. This is just tip of the iceberg of what they're doing with that line. And one of the other best things about this figure is that it is a regular release, so he should be easy to get, and he goes for a very cheap price. I'm pretty sure this figure is only about $40. And I'm not really sure if he's available right now at Amiyami. I got mine from Amazon Japan, because I missed the Amiyami pre-orders, and I'm not sure if he's there either. But he should be arriving at American toy retailers like Big Bet Toy Store within the next month. So definitely, guys, if you're a Naruto fan, definitely cop this guy, because he is worth the money, and he's a very cheap price. So as always, guys, if you like this video, please smash the like button. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe to the channel for more figure reviews like this one. Also hit that bell icon to get notified every time I put up a new video. I don't want you guys to miss anything. And I will see you guys in the next one. Stay gold, everybody. Peace.